Randolph Wicker is the founder of the Human Cloning Foundation. And Randolph, you've been sitting here for a long time. You've listened to both sides of this debate. You're right in the middle of it. Why haven't they produced this baby? Do you believe that cloning can happen? Do you believe that they do have a baby?
No, they don't have a baby. This is the biggest stunt, sort of a mixture of P.T. Barnum and Father Divine, and they've made a fantastic show of it. But they have no proof, and they haven't cloned anyone. You talk about investing money. Advanced Cell Technology, Jerome Corporation, big technology companies are pursuing cloning, but they're pursuing therapeutic cloning through stem cell research. The problem these people present is that they're going to get people so upset about reproductive cloning. And I want to make one really important point in that, because I've talked to Jamie a lot on the phone, but I think before she met the Raelians, cloning's about love and about helping infertile people have children, and about helping people like Jamie perhaps have a later-born twin. And that twin would be very similar to the daughter she lost. But when infertile couples come to me today and say, please, IVF hasn't worked, we desperately want a child of our own, and they want a child of their own because they don't want to take a stranger's genes in their relationship. I tell them to read this book called Adoption Nation by Adam Pertman that really gives you the whole lay of the land. Adoption is totally different today than it used to be, and because cloning today is not viable, and these people are only exploiting cloning, and I personally don't disagree with him. I think this Rael is simply a victim of his own delusions. I read an article in the Science that for 400 years people have had these dreams. They went off into space, used to be with witches on broomsticks, and there were consistencies in their story. He called it sleep paralysis, that these people actually believe these things exist. So I think Rael could really believe the nonsense that he's preaching, and it's really a reinterpretation of a lot of old Bible stories. That's something that's lost in the mix here. People don't realize that the Raelians really are a religion, and they're a valid religion, and cloning is almost like central and a sacrament to religion. And when the Koreans start kicking in the doors and the FDA starts hounding them, they're violating Raelians' right to religious practice and belief. And that is never...
Two different things. There's a Raelian movement, which is a religious organization throughout the world, with 55,000...
And he said that, he said it.
But the reward for the good life. I've read Rael's book. I've gone to Montreal. I know the Raelian people. They're beautiful, loving people. On the whole planet, according to Rael's book, cloning is a reward for the good life. So cloning is very central to your religion. And even though I don't agree with your viewpoints and I don't share your religion, I respect your right to practice your religion. And when you say you're going to challenge the laws that outlaw cloning as a violation of your religious beliefs, even though I think you're exploiting this cause, I stand with you in the fight for religious freedom.
That's one thing. That's apples. Let's talk about it. I'm confused here because you say you are for cloning.
Absolutely.
You are
it's a
for
reproductive
cloning,
right.
Just not the way they're doing it, and you don't believe they have made it.
No, I'm for cloning. If you want to attempt cloning, you're an infertile couple. You understand you're not likely to succeed. You're willing to put your body at risk. You're a woman putting your body at risk, and you're willing to take the responsibility to raise this child, even if this child arrives with a disability or handicap. Then I say I take the libertarian position. The Libertarian Party endorses this position. You have the right to do that. In consultation with your doctor, this is just like abortion. And the FDA or the government politicians have no business telling you how you can reproduce.
You're just saying they're not there yet.
They're not there. Certainly, this group is not there. This group is simply exploiting the issue.
Are we going to see? If they're not doing it, are we going to see it soon?
I predicted in U.S. News and World Report in the last year's issue that 2003 would be the year that cloning would occur. Dr. Antonori is already announced that he has 3 on the way, and I think that is quite possibly a very credible claim.
Interesting.
Fascinating. What's going to scare people most is when we will present that baby. That's what it's going to scare people most, and it's going to be a healthy and smiling baby. And that's what most people are scared of. You're never going to present
it because it doesn't exist.
It does.
Well, we're all holding our breath. We want it somewhere. You say a baby's coming from the Italian doctor. They say they have
possibly,
one.
Possibly.
Possibly?
Yes, he's the only possibility at the moment. There may be some infertile fertility doctor, 2,700 clinics in the world where this can be done, but people who know what they're doing, these people really don't know anything about fertility treatment or the science involved.
You don't know who are the scientists in Clonaid. You don't know the scientists.
We've had, in our team, we have some of the top advisors.
I was on your panel with your experts, with Brigitte Boisselier. I spent days in Montreal. They didn't even understand stem cells when I was there. All they could talk about was downloading memory from one computer to another, which made no sense to me, frankly. I don't think I can put my mind in a computer and transfer it somewhere else.
You mix up things, the philosophy of, which in the long run we're we say in the Raelian movement that cloning will lead to eternal life thanks to personality transfer. We're not there.
Yeah, but
That's
you
what we're
scare
not talking
people.
about.
That kind of talk about eternal life, you get people saying we've got to outlaw cloning, these
That's the
crazy
future.
cultists are cloning people, and then the politicians outlaw the technology, which is the basis of therapeutic cloning that offers all kinds of marvelous enables.
Nothing-
Christopher Reeve to walk again, Michael J. Fox
That
to
would be
return to
that would be
normality.
a shame.
That would be
a
the
shame.
great
That
tragedy
would be a
these
shame.
people call.
Nothing can
Okay.
stop
Right.
science. Nothing
Well-
can stop science. It will come, and it will be accepted by
Exactly.
everybody.
We'll be right back. I hope that if Clonaid has really produced a human clone, the company will provide the evidence necessary to prove it. Freedom of religion is our right in this country, but there are a lot of unanswered questions here. We're going to see how it all unfolds, and the whole world is waiting, because there could be a lot of good come out of this, or maybe some negative. Now, if you want more information on today's show, please log on to our website at johnwalsh.tv. Thanks a lot for watching today. I always say it, please stay safe. We'll see you next time.